Technology is a religion in modern society, and tech companies are its gods. We live in our social media feed. We Google up everything we need. We talk to our family only on WhatsApp. The smartphone is our best friend. We order stuff only on Amazon, and we dream of going to Silicon Valley someday. But the last few months have shown us the real face of the big tech companies we love so much. One by one, as if in a cool and calculated manner, they have been sacking thousands of employees at short notice. Twitter, Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, Snapchat, IBM, they have all decided to snatch food from the table of thousands of dedicated staff. Their masks have finally come off. Thank you for tuning in. This is Ratna. You are watching Empire Diaries. They talk a lot about free speech, connecting people and making lives better with technology. We ask, to make life better for whom? Today I will bring you the dystopian and insulting language they use to sack their dedicated staff, which they often called their family. Take Microsoft, for example. Its employees recently got a mail with the subject line, focusing on our short and long-term opportunity. It came from Chief Executive Satya Nadella. A subject line like that will make you think it's probably a mail about company strategy, right? It was actually a sacking letter shot off to 10,000 employees. Microsoft used fancy language to sack people in the past as well. In 2017, it sacked thousands of employees. They called it a broad reorganization of the company's sales unit. The firing letter that Sundar Pichai, CEO of Alphabet and Google, shot off to his employees reads, "The fact that these changes will impact the lives of Googlers weighs heavily on me, and I take full responsibility for the decisions that led us here." Well, that's really a confusing statement. The poster boy of the corporate world makes a clear-cut confession that he takes responsibility for the sackings, but his position in Alphabet appears completely safe. Instead, 12,000 employees are literally thrown under the bus. This is how your favorite technology companies behave with their staff. In fact, this is how many MNCs deal with their dedicated employees. Sundar Pichai even wrote in his letter that the sacked employees were incredibly talented people we worked hard to hire and have loved working with. With these diplomatic words, Pichai clearly tried to calm things down, but his words have exposed Alphabet's double standards. If the employees were indeed incredibly talented people, why on earth would you sack them? As the firing season continues, it's becoming clear that while there is so much fanfare about technology companies, workforces around the world are getting to see their bosses' real brutal faces. The companies have given various reasons to shrink their staff. Reduced earnings, economic downturn, sluggish demand, rising spending after the pandemic are pitched as reasons to justify the sackings. But are they really in a very bad shape? Experts say the companies were sitting on a pile of cash less than a year ago. An analysis done by the Investors Business Daily in February last year said 13 non-financial companies in the S&P 500 were sitting on a cash and investments worth $1 trillion. Yes, $1 trillion. The 13 companies included Alphabet and Microsoft. Now take Amazon's case. Even though it sacked so many people in India, it was actually doing decent business. Amazon India's smartphone business grew 30% year-on-year in 2022. But that didn't save the job of many Amazon India employees. They were called for in-person meetings and fired. Strangely, we found that while kicking out their employees, many of these companies were at the same time pumping in huge money for expanding their businesses. Have a look at Microsoft. 2 days before announcing the layoffs, the company unveiled major plans of expanding its investments in OpenAI, an artificial intelligence research lab in the US. Meta, which owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, was also spending big time, especially on CEO Mark Zuckerberg's pet project, Metaverse, which is a futuristic app. The efforts had a rocket start. Meta's expenses shot up by 24% to nearly $62 billion through the first 3 quarters of 2022. While critics blamed Zuckerberg for wasting money, he naturally did the easy thing, fire 11,000 employees to cut costs. In fact, Empire Diaries reported in the past, big tech firms made huge financial gains by exploiting the war on terror. For all the smooth talk of helping communication evolve and breaking down borders, the tech industry is saying something and doing exactly the opposite. They are behaving like profit-hungry monopolistic businesses from other industries. It's time you should think twice before celebrating big tech companies. Haven't subscribed our YouTube channel yet? Do subscribe our YouTube channel and follow us on empirediaries.com. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. Send get updates to 98210 45739 to stay updated and stay awake.